Hello everybody, UltraSam49 here. New do, by the way. I got it for a Bane cosplay that I did for a short event called NebCon Abridged. I'd like to dress up again and show you some other time, but for now, we're going to get to a main video. But first, I recently discovered this guy, Michael Rosen. He is apparently a meme. He's a children's author, but people have been memed out this guy and made memes out of this guy, and you'll see why in just a moment. Well, I want to get this out of the way before we get to the real topic, and, well, you're not going to believe it. But then again, it's quite clear what the said person will do. So, let's, first off, prepare yourselves for the cringe train with this. Michael Rosen describes the Transformers games. So, let's do it.
I had to reach up to get to the cherry on the top. Got it. Oh, in the mouth. It was lovely. Fantastic.
I have good memories of that game.
Nice.
Huh?
She looked like she had...
I hated this game. Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. I hated it. It was too much like War for Cybertron, and it was so dull. There was no freaking spark behind it. No pun intended. There was no innovation. That's it. I hated it, and I just took it back to the rental store not long after, because I was stuck on one level. And this was supposed to be a tie-in to Age of Extinction at the time. I hated this game.
Never seen anything quite so horrible in all her life.
No.
It was great. Really great. So I had a jug in there and I thought, what's in it?
This one has the gameplay that's very similar to War for Cybertron. However, this one I enjoyed a lot. I wish it didn't have such a short campaign. The previous game shown...
Never seen anything quite so horrible in all her life. It was great.
This one I have fond memories of. I hated the PS2 version. It was lame. Whereas this one, and I have the 360 version, was just pretty good. It was pretty good.
Really great. So I had...
Especially the multiplayer. It was so much fun.
A jug in there and I thought, what's in it? A syrup. What syrup? Smell it. Smells nice. Finger in, lick it. Tastes nice. Lift the jug and drink a bit. Oh, this is good. This is... peach syrup, tinned peach syrup. What a drink! So I drank the lot.
It's nice to know that someone likes
syrup. What syrup? Smell it.
This one.
Oh yes, this is peach syrup again. Lift the jug and drink some more, and drink some more. Drink the lot. Really good.
I bet. And that's all. And what? Is that a... most disgusting video game monsters ever. I'll watch that in my own spare time. Excuse me. Yeah. I think I'm coming down with something here, people. Anywho. Let's get to the real cringe train that you all probably came here for. So that vegan...
Kids.
Oh! Wrong one. That's actually for another video that I planned. Pokemon Ghetto. We'll get to that later. So, another That Vegan Teacher vid, and if this is the right one, she broke into a Baptist church somewhere in Canada, and I'm not sure if this is the right video, but if it is, then here you go. You're going to have to go down this one with me. That vegan teacher is just such a blasphemous person to the point where I need to involve this, my Bible. Yes, that bad, people. If you're not of any religious faith, or if you're of a different religious faith, then stick around. You'll probably learn a thing or two as we go about this. I can only imagine what controversial things she said this time. Let's fix the quality here. Let's do it.
Jesus is vegan now, and God is too. If you want to get to heaven, you better be vegan too. Fuck milk, cheese, eggs, or any kind of meat. Buy broccoli, tofu, and vegan food to eat. God wants us to be kind to the animals, or it's true. You risk getting roasted on the devil's barbecue. Oh God. Hello, students. Well, today I'm outside another church, and this time it is a Baptist church, and it is Sunday morning. I'm going to go to the service, and I'm going to see if I can find some real Christians here. I mean, that's people.
Real Christians? What on earth do you mean by that? Real Christians? What? Moving on.
People who actually think that we should be kind and we shouldn't murder, as opposed to the many hypocrites who I see in so many other churches. So we're going to see if there are people in here who are vegan, who believe in the commandments that we shouldn't kill, or if they try to twist their words around, wriggle out of it like so many religious people do. So I'm going to go to the entire service. I'm going to sing when it's time to sing. I'm going to stand when it's time to stand. I'm going to participate with an open heart. And hopefully we are going to find some people who are kind and who are vegan here. Ready? Let's go. The first thing I did is stop by the bulletin board and started reading about all the wonderful stuff that they're doing. Addressing hunger in Montreal. That sounds good. Bringing joy and dignity through food.
I didn't know Montreal had any issues with food lately. I know that Canada as a whole has been dealing with a lot as of late. I don't like what I'm seeing. And we're next door to you guys. And it's rather terrifying. Anywho, let's get back to the topic at hand.
Food security initiatives. That sounds good.
I hear the song.
Until I looked closely and noticed my first dead body. There it was, right on the plate. An innocent animal who died begging for their life. And this is how they're going to help the
I recognize the song in the background.
Homeless, the people who are poor. They're going to feed them the ingredients of a cemetery, of a morgue. This is supposedly how they're going to be kind to them. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Since the last church I went to, a Catholic one, had no Bibles at all, anywhere.
That's because Catholics worship differently. They don't... It's difficult to explain. But they have sermons, I'm quite sure. I haven't been to one in years. And this was mostly because my father was raised Catholic. He's been mostly going to the same church as my mother and the rest of us.
I searched around and found there was a shelf in the entranceway around where you hang the coats. And there were Bibles there. So I just took one along with me to kind of look through.
You didn't steal it, did you?
Who knows? Maybe there's some wisdom in here that I missed in the past.
There's plenty of wisdom in the Bible. There's plenty of it. Your issue, teacher, is that you ignore that wisdom and twist it into your own narrative. You just twist it around. And that's bad.
Oh, okay. So far, so good. Some nice singing. But where the heck is everybody?
Probably not a very active congregation. Weird lyrics. They're beautiful lyrics.
Well, at least there's no dead guy named Jesus strapped to the wall with nails shoved through him.
Hey! Hey!
Better than the Catholic church I was at last time.
Psalm 46. Hold on a second, guys. You're gonna learn a thing or two here with me around. The Psalms is a very long book in the Bible. These are mostly like some sort of songs. No pun intended. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, even though the earth be removed and through the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, through its waters roar and be troubled, through the mountains shake with its swelling. There is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Of the Most High, God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her. Just at the break of dawn, the nations raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come, behold the works of the Lord, who has made desolations in the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two. He burns the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. It's going to take some time to understanding, but that's basically the verse we're looking at here. I wonder if they'll rehearse it too.
And the foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams
they did.
make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her.
Oh, I read a different version of the Bible. It must be reading something else. It must be the New International Version she showed. So some passages in the Bible are worded differently. However, they still pass the message along. It's pretty much the same thing, just worded differently. They tend to do that. Wait, no, I notice myself starting to yawn. Show some respect.
She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice and the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done.
What?
The desolations he has brought.
No, he's not causing global warming.
He makes wars.
He could if he wanted to, but he's not.
Cease to the ends of the earth.
What the? Where is God when the Ukrainian people need him? This is just blasphemous.
He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress.
I decided I needed a bathroom break, and on my way, I noticed this.
Oh no.
The kitchen. Interesting. I wonder what's in here. Should I check?
No. Don't be rude.
Do you think there's any dead bodies in here?
What business is it to you?
It's kind of creepy down here, all by myself. But anyway.
Most churches are like that.
Oranges. They're vegan. Uh-oh. Stolen cow's milk. Taken away after a mother was raped.
Okay,
and
no.
her baby kidnapped. And she was used as a milk machine. So I guess Baptists are okay with sexual assault.
No,
but hey,
no.
No, that's
I don't
not dairy in it
I'm not
as
going to
well.
hear that.
Oh, this is terrible. Stolen cow secretions, fat, salt. That's what they feed their parishioners here. No, also dairy in these. Why would somebody put the empty package back in there? What's this? Mayo made with stolen eggs?
What she's doing has to be illegal
Do
here.
Baptists not understand what goes on in the egg industry? Has God never updated the Bible to let them know about the horrors, the concentration camps that humans have down here?
The Bible doesn't need to be updated. It is fine just the way it is. How dare you say something so disrespectful? The Bible shouldn't have to be updated. It tells us everything we need to know.
Where they breathe them into existence?
I'm not going to listen to this nonsense.
I'm gonna cheese.
No, I'm not going to watch this video.
I looked some more. And what a disappointment these Baptists were. Cottage cheese. Again, the dairy industry. The cycle of extreme violence. Nobody should be eating any dairy products. No cottage cheese. No ice cream. No milk. No yogurt. None of it. Every church, every place of worship should have a rule. When you walk into the doors, no dead animals, no stolen body parts. Love, compassion, that's what should be here. No quiche made with eggs and milk. Disgusting. So disappointing.
Oh, please.
And look at that. They even had to label it with a pen in case their own parishioners were to steal this. Are there so many thieves in here that they need to put a lock on the fridge to preserve the dead bodies, like a fridge with corpses in a hospital basement?
Oh, please.
And look at this. The one on the left contains 3 different kinds of cheeses. Fantastic. And the crowning jewel, the actual flesh of a 6-month-old baby pig who was murdered in a gas chamber.
Oh, this is stupid.
So innocent, pleading for his or her life, terrified, seeing their friends die before them, hearing the screams of all of their brothers and sisters, and only to end up being chopped up and shoved into plastic and devoured by gluttonous parishioners who claim to try to be good people.
Okay, first off, let's look up what gluttony is, and I'm quite positive it's something very nasty. Gluttony doesn't just mean overeating and all that. There's a twisted story behind that. Gluttony. Okay, I can't seem to find it right now. But yeah, it's really something bad.
I went back into the church with my Bible in hand and tried really hard for the rest of the service to connect with these neighbors of mine.
I recognize this song. We sing it sometimes in the Church of Christ that I go to. I can't relate to any of these words. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to learn. This teaches us to learn about what these people did, what happened back then, and what we can learn from it. That's teaching us how to be good people. Not obsessing over veganism like you want us to. Learning anything about kindness here? It's somewhere in the Bible. Hold on a second. Let's look it up then. Alright, we're going to have to look at that another time. But I'm pretty sure it's somewhere else in the Bible. Treat others as if you want them to treat you. I could be getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around those words. I need to read the Bible more often.
When the service was over, a church lady approached to try to recruit me to do a reading at the next meeting. However, she quickly tried to wiggle away when I started asking about the animal exploitation going on at potlucks and coffee hour.
And actually feeling the strength to get through.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Do you also believe in the Ten Commandments? Like, do they make sense to you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But, since Jesus came, the new commandments or love God is all about maintaining, strengthening the neighbours itself.
Like the Ten Commandments that include, for example, thou shalt not kill. Right? You believe in that?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, because I've been like looking around in different churches and trying to sort of understand why it is that so many church-going people who say they don't believe in killing still pay for the murder when it comes to the animals.
Right. Yeah.
Because there's no need to eat animals. We've proven it. You know, there's athletes in the Olympics.
That is true.
So there's no need to. So
But
why
God
would?
was the first one that killed animals to clothe
So why do you think that it says thou shalt not kill? Like, how does that apply to now? Like, everyone here in this church lives close to the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
So when you're having, let's say, barbecues or things like that, have you considered having them entirely vegan? Like, you know,
For me personally, I don't feel that there's anything that I've read biblically that makes me translate "thou shalt not kill." That in that particular instance, I think God is referring to people because He had animal sacrifice.
What?
Right?
Well,
I mean,
but
all
now,
through the Old
but
Testament.
So do you think? Okay, sorry. What's your first name?
Valerie.
Valerie.
Yeah, and your name
Valerie. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you, and let's say Jesus was sitting here right now, listening to our conversation, right? And I said, Valerie is saying that when there's potlucks and where there's coffee hour, that you think it's okay to have cow milk, even though we know the baby cows were killed. I don't know if you know that in the dairy industry, but they take away the baby boys and they kill them so that humans can steal the milk, right? And of course, so if Jesus was sitting here right now, do you think that Jesus would say, Katie has a good point, and why not serve?
No, he wouldn't.
Or do you think that Jesus would say, no, who cares about the animals, let's kill them anyway?
I think that as I understand
Hi.
it, hi Marjorie.
You were saying?
Yeah, and that's when she made her escape. Yeah, that's because she has no idea what you're talking about, and you are, like Poncho says, comparing apples to oranges here. I'm going to break it to you right now, teacher. Killing animals for food is not the same as killing human beings. It's not the same. It is nowhere near the same, and it never will be.
So this is where the conversation gets difficult.
So this is what typically happens. Religious people are no different than the average person. They're no kinder or more compassionate. The last church I went to, a Catholic one, it was the same thing. Even just touching on the reality that the people here are paying for animal abuse, which means that they too are animal abusers,
This is blasphemy.
shakes them to the core, so much so that they start to wiggle, avoid eye contact, and try anything possible to get out of the conversation. Being the eternal optimist that I am, I decided to wait around, a little awkwardly. But I thought to myself, who knows? Maybe God will shoot a little lightning bolt into her heart and wake her up. And she'll turn around towards me and say, hey Katie, let's talk about this some more. Maybe you'll have some good points. Maybe I'll talk to the people on the finance committee and we'll try to get some vegan options in here. Maybe she'll say, you know, come to think of it, the last time I looked in the fridge, it was filled with dead body parts. Maybe that's what she'll say. But she didn't. And so I quickly realized I'd better just walk away and call it a day.
There you have it. Another a church with dead animals inside, corpses, hypocrites. At least this one had Bibles, but they were on a shelf. They weren't in the actual place where you pray. And, the one person that I spoke to said that she somehow thought that it was okay to kill animals, although at the end she did acknowledge that if Jesus was sitting there, he would not think that it would be okay to just randomly kill. But
Yeah, because she actually...
interestingly enough, she quickly escaped the conversation as soon as she saw somebody there that could save her from me.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
So that's it for today. If you guys go to church, let me know what you think. Let me know if you found any kind people in church, any people who are following some sort of moral consistency. Thanks for being here. See you all at the next church or the next video. I'm also going to be, by the way, going to synagogues if I can.
Oh, no.
Temples. And if you have a place that you think I should go and visit, let me know in the comments below. Bye for now. Let's follow the...
Oh no. She's going after the Jewish folk next. That is very concerning. She's gone after Jews before, that being Ben Shapiro. But to actually go to a synagogue. And also, teacher, I do go to church every Sunday. The Lord's Day and everything. However, there are kind people. There are very kind people. And they'll welcome you in. However, what you're doing isn't kind. You're asking the things that they don't know how to answer because it's ridiculous! So, let's end that on a different note. So yeah, I didn't do much reading out of the Bible here for you guys today. But if you're interested, feel free to hit me up. I will point out a few verses for you. I'm not going to do vegan teacher vids forever, of course. Just after this one, I'm going to make another video. Flash Gets released a new video not too long ago, and I have not seen it yet. So I'll be making that next. With the vegan teacher here, I do not know what else she'll do next, but it's not going to be pretty. I just know it. Anywho, please like, subscribe, tell me what you thought about the video, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, this is UltraSaiyan419 saying rock on, God bless, God help this woman, and see you next time.